Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Thanks for being here today. Looks like just got the live post, went out to Blue Sky. So let me do a thing, let people come on in. Looks like we had a brief little hiccup here. Oh, my other post actually went out. Oh well. Let's see. One moment while I now mark myself as actually live and broadcasting. Ta-da! Did a thing. Space is spacing, right? All right. Yes, I am looking forward to seeing what we get of the dark side of the moon. I mean, we've had, again, we've had satellites go on the other side of the moon. We know what's there, but this will be the first time we've had human eyes like be in proximity of it to actually look at it and, you know, take pictures and send back video and things like that. So looking forward to seeing what we get back from that. Bottle Glum, hello, and thank you for the streak. Much appreciated. JD Lady, hi, welcome on in. And if you want to see any of the photos from Artemis 2, just go to NASA's main website, and they have them all up there. Brian, hi, welcome on in. All right, stop the music. They're also streaming on the NASA Twitch channel. Ooh, well, go to that after, you know, you watch my channel. That'd be great. All right, so did a charity stream on Saturday. Yay. And let me get the link in case you didn't charity and you want to see it. Good. It sure was a stream, right? So, yeah. Again, and you know, again, check out the stream after we're done here. Because that'd be great. So, I gotta get in the feet warmer. So, feet warmer, I feel adjusted. That's good. So we're going to talk about production and what I felt about it, because my players were fantastic, but I want to cover this kind of compared to other charity streams. And to be specific about this, I'm only talking about charity streams I've done on this channel. I've done a bunch of other charity streams. I've either played in them or was producer on them, but I don't have a lot of data. Some of them might be lost to the internet, but they're out there. So I'm not going to include those in talking about everything else. Just kind of focused on what I've done on this channel. So first up, this is where I meant, hi Maverick, welcome on in, good to see you. This and moon flybys, yeah. Looking forward to the moon flyby stuff, it'll be great. So the stream, by the charity stream on Saturday, was extremely successful. We raised $940 in 3 hours for Take This. which is awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in and donating and being there. That was fantastic. Set an alarm on your watch, usually 5 minutes early. What did I mean to do, right? Like, I set this alarm. Something is happening. I need to do a thing. I clearly chose violence, right? It was a lot of fun. And I'm very happy with the results. And it wasn't as... There wasn't a lot of technical stuff behind the scenes as there was on when I did Electrum Chef. Electrum Chef, the previous one, still had more variety of scenes, more things going on in the background. I was doing more than any other charity stream I've done on this channel. And again, it doesn't make the Meal of Many Parts bad in any way. It was clearly successful. It was just different. Right? And I thought Electrum Chef was really going to be my last food-based one. Meal of Many Parts might be. I do want to try some other story things. I mean, food will be involved somehow because food just manages to slip into all of my games anyway. But it won't be a major theme, right? This started back in one of my first actual plays where I was being a DM, and we had question and answer time towards the end of each season. And one of my players asked me, why all the pie? And I had to think about that because I wasn't consciously putting, going, oh yeah, there should be pie in this game and in this game and in this game. I just liked pie. But apparently a lot of the episodes somehow involve pie. So that was fun. So yeah, that kind of started now I'm more consciously thinking about the food I'm putting into the games, and eventually that led to the food-based charity stuff. And hi, Tanya. Welcome on in. Both Cypher of Tyr and Urban Bohemian were part of that fantastic charity game, The Meal of Many Parts, on Saturday. Again, check it out. Okay, now I'm going to go into where I thought I wasn't quite as good as I could have been. And, kind of the reasons behind there and stuff like that. I was tired, y'all. I had not slept well over the past couple days. That Saturday was, luckily I did get the most sleep on Saturday. Clearly not too tired to spew that much goo, right? And I also realized that I need background help because producing, keeping track of donations, DMing, keeping track of the charity wheel, the chaos wheel, and getting that spinning was a lot. Like, I totally didn't moderate my stream. I wasn't even thinking about that. I just, whatever was happening was happening. I did not have the mental space to add another thing. So I do another charity stream like that, I'm going to need background help. And apparently I've lost chat for a moment. So chat, if you're okay, your mods had your back. Yeah, my mods being all my players. So thank you very much for doing that. But I can't keep doing every single thing on my own. It's too much. I definitely will need people to even just moderate chat or keep track of donations, or one person do a couple things. Even producers need producers, right? I don't mind hitting the buttons and running game. I'm kind of used to that. I have the mental spaces for that, but I realized I was doing a lot, and I took a nap after we hung up the call. And when I woke up from it, I'm like, wait, where am I and how much time has passed? Because I fell asleep so hardcore that I didn't even realize where I fell asleep at when I woke up. It's 2021, right? And it was just the chair in the room behind me. There's a recliner, and I have a comfy neck pillow, and I just go back, lay my eyes, and then I was out. So, and also I did all the overlay stuff, and I put together all the scenes, and usually I go, hey, can someone make an overlay? Can I have help with the overlay or whatever? And if anything, doing it all is just putting too much on myself. So next time, I gotta ask for help, or it's just not happening because, or well, probably will because I'm stubborn, and so. But I need to try to get more what I'm calling background help, more moderator, so I can focus more on getting the story. There was some elements that I thought I could introduce sooner, and I thought my flow could have been better overall, because the story didn't feel quite as natural to me this time. And a lot of it is, or some of it is also my overall time and leading up to this bit, and mental health and state of the world things, and all these little things that kind of add up and pile on. And so there was a bit going on in the noggin leading up to it. And so you did great. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, this was clearly a successful stream. We raised $940. That was excellent. I kept a straight face somehow. I'll get to that in a minute. Your poor players, right? And so that was sort of my end on it. That as successful as it was, I could have done a little better job of getting the story out there and things. Again, my players were awesome. They're fantastic. And another thing, before we started a little late because OBS was giving me an error, and I didn't understand what the error was. I didn't know why it was happening. I'm like, I don't have time to look into this. So again, having done this a lot, I have backup plans for when things go wrong. So I try a couple things. If that doesn't work, we just scrap it. And because the stream just wasn't going out. And so I had the solution was make a new profile and set that up just for my Twitch channel. And then once I did that, we were fine. So, and then I had the thought of maybe I do try Meld next time and see what happens with using a different tool to get the stream out, and seeing the differences of, what I expect to happen on my streams through OBS and what can I expect through Meld. And is Meld still too limiting in that way? They made a bunch of improvements since I used them last, so probably worth a try. And then also I was thinking about other technical things I wanted to do with actual plays. Like I said earlier, the Electrum Chef one, probably the most technical stuff I've done in an actual play on my channel. And so I keep thinking, if I get back into a series, actual play, campaign series, I want to do some other things. Will I have time to get people in, make scenes more dynamic? I have some layout ideas I want to try. And of course, it's going to be different if it's live versus recorded. And charity one-shots are a completely different beast than a long-form campaign. So there's still stuff I'm thinking about that I would like to do. Have more scenes to go to, more things pop up on screen, but not so much that it's overwhelming with information. I think there's a lot more that can be done in this space as well. And if it's a recorded thing, then more time on the editing end of things and getting a workflow going there. And so, yeah. So those are some of my thoughts. One of the challenges though with actual plays and things of that nature is that I need to go to people and say, hey, I need you to just turn on your camera and join this Zoom call for a while I mess around and see what's possible when there's another camera. Like, you can go off and do stuff. I just need another person there. If you want to talk to me while we do this, great. But yeah, it takes people willing to test things as well, because I can do some stuff on my own, but getting that extra bit of one other camera into my computer, doing a test record, all that with people coming in, it just makes the observations on what's possible a little better. I'm free and not a meeting. I can pitch in. Well, thank you, Rex. And hi, Rex. Welcome on in. All right. Keeping a straight face. Very difficult. And so the way I do it is I practice the gags like over and over in my head until I can do it with almost straight face. Like, if I can, like, the Hambarian was so ridiculous and everything, and it just takes me repeating, so I stop giggling at my own jokes. Almost, right? Almost made it. But if I don't practice, it's much more. That's what was most. No, oh no. That was just one of the examples. And so now I want the outtakes of DC practice. So yeah, it's just me thinking something and then laughing a lot at it with no one else around. And then me thinking about that thing again and trying to get work through it. And usually when I've been doing these more comedy charity streams of food related stuff, there's a story, and the story I technically put in about 3-4 gags that I want to get to throughout, and those are kind of my points, as well as tell the story. So I'm like, okay, I need to hit this gag, I need to hit this one, and these will help bridge things along with the narrative. Three, 400 gags, right? But I usually have some larger ones that I go, okay, I know there's going to be more, but these are the ones I want to try to get hitting. So the hardest one for me to not laugh at, that took me the longest time, was the whole thing that set it off was using the 789 gag as an inciting incident. Because I'm like, okay, the 789 gag, right, it's a bad pun, but now I'm using it to launch a story, and I found that really, really funny. I was using such a ludicrous pun to get the story going. And that amused me to no end for a very, very long time. Then there was the goatweed thing. And then there was the Hambarian, which was also ridiculous. And kind of the last minute addition to the Hambarian was that he was Cousin Oliver, because, well, I kind of included Cousin Oliver because you did not need the goatweed. I added Cousin Oliver because I thought it was funny. Also, I knew it was something Brian would get if no one else did. So I'm just like, yeah, we're including Cousin Oliver. We're naming him Cousin Oliver, and for that exact trope. And if you don't know Cousin Oliver, Brady Bunch, Google it. I think you can just Google Cousin Oliver and the trope will come up. It was a dangling plot thread, right? Almost derailed the entire game over at one point. Okay, that would have been awesome. So yeah, along with the many other puns and gags, there's usually a few that I kind of go, these are not the goatweed, but Cousin Oliver. Right. And the goatweed, because I knew it was going to be an ingredient for the longest time. And so Cousin Oliver and what the goatweed became were kind of late additions to the to the overall story. And again, if I laugh at it, I'm sure someone else will find it entertaining. And sometimes I don't care. But you're saying they came in late? Yay! Excellent. So yeah, overall, it was a really good time. Only one, yeah. Oh, that was another thing. When I came up with that, the furthest thing from my brain was that it would be on my automod list. That was nowhere in any calculation I was doing until Brian mentioned it on stream. I just did not a thought in my head about that I had an auto modded list. So hopefully, thank you to the cast for allowing comments through and things like that, because that was not in my head at all. Like I said, I was thinking, 50, and it turned out being kind of funny too. So, it's good. And another good thing that happened was that this channel has now raised over $5,000 for charity. So thank you all for that, according to Tiltify. Yeah. So thank you. Yay. Huzzah. Yeah. And I do want to show you kind of what I've added to my production note for the Meal of Many Parts core document that I have in Obsidian, of course. We'll go through that. So yeah, I have no idea overall how much over the years I've actually helped to raise for charity, because I've produced a lot of charity events. I've played in multiple charity events. So I have no idea how much I contributed to an overall amount for charity. But this channel is now at $5,000 raised total for charity. So yay, according to Tiltify, which is fantastic. But yeah, so now because I thought of that, I'm like, I don't really have anything like how much, from things I produced for like Robo Goblin and a bunch of other people, and the charity streams I've played in. Well, what are the contributions there? That what are those totals? And then I'd be interested in seeing that as well, to say, hey, I was a part of this much of charity streams. Anyway, let's go to the Meal of Many Parts core document, as I have called it. And I can show you what I've done. Let me hit this. Boop. All right. So demo windowing. Let me see here. Let's zoom in. All right. So in the properties, I now have the URL of the stream, have the date it aired, the charity, the total made. And like, this is useful information. So when I get to making the actual play production vault, this is some of the stuff I'm thinking about. Do I keep this in properties so that I can make a database of it in Obsidian for later? And then you can see down here, I have production, I have the image, the Tiltify link, the campaign link, the link for, where I found the wheelofnames.com is the wheel if you want to add it to your own stream. There it is, wheelofnames.com. And then I have all my adventure notes below that. But yeah, so I made it so these are collapsible, so I can just do adventure production, have an easy flow. So yeah, that was open on the side. And this is kind of a not as big a deal thing, sort of, kind of, but with the Obsidian up and everything, I was thinking about where all my windows were going to fit. I'm like, well, because I kind of have a plan at the beginning, and then I'm like, no, that doesn't work. So I was moving all my windows around and across my 3 monitors, going, okay, I need this here, I need this over here. Because one thing I like to do is you're going to need a bigger monitor, right? One of the things I like to do is have the cast in the Zoom call just full screen on a window, on my central monitor, so I can see them, I can look at them. And I also have the Zoom chat window here, and then everything else is on the other 2 monitors. So yeah, just positioning it. So what I ultimately did was have, I usually, like when I normally stream, I have OBS on full screen over here, and then everything else is on the other monitor. And then I have my video game play be my center monitor. And so I shrunk down the OBS window, put my notes up on this side, so I could kind of read them just out of the corner of my eye and keep track of what was going on there. And then I could see some of chat and the donations were, those tabs were all over on this other monitor. And I could just tab to what I need and refresh the donations. From there. Okay, let's shrink that down. But yeah, $940. That was great. Let's do that. Wait, sorry. Someone did a thing. I don't know who yet. But thank you, whoever did the thing, if you're here. I'll take a look. Take a look at that during break, perhaps. Thank you. That reminds me, I should double check Tiltify just to make sure. Yeah. So yeah, I was real happy with the outcome of it. I was happy with, getting to that $5,000 mark on this channel. That was great. Coming up, when I have time and think about it, I am going to join the Team Cypher St. Jude thing, so I'll have that bar up there for as long as that goes. And I thought, again, thank you everyone who came in to it to watch. And if you couldn't donate, just being there was excellent. If you did donate, thank you so much for that. It means a whole lot. Just showing up and commenting in chat and doing all the things y'all did. Fantastic. And my players, always great. Here, and the I should mention the bib thing. The bib thing was very, very, very last minute, and I was thinking I should have little graphics of each thing that's on the bib, and I was going to try to find clip art, but that was pretty late Friday night, and I'm like, okay, the clip art to put next to everybody just isn't going to happen. Maybe if I had thought of it 4 days ago. But I thought it was funny because, again, to me, serious adventurers wandering around wearing bibs with these ridiculous symbols on them was funny. And also, Brian saying pop, pop, pop was a very specific thing because we talk about pop and soda a lot, and, but then I also made it have an effect, so that was fun. And since it was, remember Robo Shenanigans with overlays? Yeah. And since it was Tanya's birthday, got birthday cupcake, with the little birthday candle. And then I remember Zero's clip on Crab and Pirate because he loves Final Fantasy. But yeah, I'm like, okay, here's an extra thing on the side. And then, because I also remembered in previous charity stream that right up front, I had given the party something that would have helped them out at the end, and they completely forgot about it. So towards the end of this charity stream, I'm like, they may have forgotten about them. So I'm going to bring them up right here and mention you have these extra you have these extra things with neat power. So if you actually use them, we can see what happens. But I think that's a common occurrence in games, though. Like, DM gives you something up front, you totally forget about it till they pop in another reminder or something. What kept us from using them was that they were an action versus a gimme. Yeah, yeah. And we didn't know exactly what they did, but that's the fun. Chaos, right? It's like, what's this do? Well, I kind of understand what it does, but not fully. So let's do it. Let's push the buttons. And you just, yeah. Now, if it was a home game and a longer term campaign, probably would have done more explanation on things and stuff like that. But because it's a one shot, I'm like, just feed into the ridiculous and everything like that. The next time I like I said, the next time I do a one shot for charity, I don't know if it'll be. I don't think it'll be food themed. Might be a little more serious in tone. Just to do something a little different. But yeah, I mean, there'll still be ridiculous puns and everything, but you know. Just to try a different form, little different storytelling, more closer to what I do in my home game. Springleaf, hi, welcome on in. Good to see you. Let's see what else we got here. But yeah, and if you have you recovered from charity stream? Yeah, I think so. Yesterday was was a good day to recover. I was glad for Brian's and Steven's streams. And also and then Easter dinner with family was all right, but you know, Easter dinner, it was dinner, and I didn't have to cook for it, so yay. Bonus. I mentioned earlier that my eyes were really tired after. Yay for just consuming food and not making it right. My eyes was tired. I was worn out after the charity stream. So I went into the room behind me here, took a nap in a chair, and when I woke up from nap, I didn't even know where I was. Like I was, you know, when you just kind of wake up and your thoughts are collecting. I was thinking for some reason I was in my bed and not in the chair that's right over there, and I didn't even know what time it was. I thought, like, you know, 7 hours had passed. I was like, Usually I can, close my eyes for a half hour, and then wake up, be okay. But that was extreme napping. All right, we got a little time before break yet. So if you have any questions about the stream, what went on, or anything like that, let me know in chat. I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I want to talk a little bit about space. Because the Artemis 2 mission is still going on. Oh, NASA has an elapsed time thing on their website. It has been going 4 days, 21 hours, 13 minutes. Did he have a third scene in case they got the goo faster? Nick, burst in the sentient Kool-Aid pitcher. Did someone say extreme napping? Hi, Nick. Did I have a third scene? No, the plan was always from the very beginning, the 789 gag, a missing ingredient that they had to get, and then the Hambarian at the end. And then the Hambarian having to catch up with them because Cousin Oliver was at the Meal of Many Parts doing shenanigans, and then thinking that catch up, hey, and then thinking that he had solved the problem, didn't count on other adventurers going out, so he had to run and catch up with with the adventurers coming back. So yes, I was talking about the extreme napping I took after the charity stream. Anyway, here is NASA's website. They have a little button you can click for Artemis 2 images. Waiting for the far side of the moon images to be uploaded. Whenever we get those, I think we're supposed to get those sometime today. NASA Sparkle, yeah, I managed to get that emote too. That I like that one. That was that's a fun emote. So yeah, I'm interested on the far side of the moon that doesn't get light, as it were. Earlier they were talking about blacking out the crew module. Oh, interesting. Placing a T-shirt over the window. Spend billions requires one T-shirt, right? So yeah, and if you didn't know, which I'm pretty sure everyone here does, but the Earth and the Moon are kind of locked in their rotation, so we pretty much always see the same side of the moon, is my understanding. And so when we go to the dark side, we've had unmanned satellites go around, take pictures of these things and send them back. But this is going to be human eyeballs actually being real close to it and taking pictures from their perspectives. Some of their tests come across kind of funny since we haven't done this in 50 years, right? Time scheduled to rearrange their stuff in the cabin. Excellent. Yeah, but there's just been some amazing shots, and we also get more of a peek of the inside the shuttle too, and the astronauts, which I found fascinating, and then the few shots of the Earth we have, and then here's a direct link to the gallery. And so and their flight path was they did a slingshot around the Earth, and then they slingshot around the moon, coming back, and then they're coming back down. I think Friday they're going to be landing. Thinking of printing the blue marble from 1972 and the recent photo and framing them side by side. Ooh, that'd be cool. The return on Friday, yeah. I I watched the whole launch thing, or well, the last like half hour of the launch thing. So short trip, but great frequent flyer miles, right? Like, how far have you traveled? Well, farthest in the farthest in the galaxy that any human has been so far. Right? I think that qualifies you for multiple frequent flyer mile bonuses on airlines. That you're one of four people that has, because of the way they're going around the moon, that has traveled farther than anyone else, than any human has. I think that should get them bonus stuff on any airplane trips they take from now on. Yeah, just going through all the images that are still currently on the site, and I believe we should be getting more today. Oh, we already got a couple more today, but there should be. We have one that was posted today of the near side of the moon. So the hemisphere of the moon we see from Earth, and then there's one of an astronaut shaving, which is excellent. And that's another great thing about I love seeing these pictures of just the astronauts doing stuff, because we don't have a lot of that either, of them looking at things, or we have the equipment, but the astronauts aren't a whole lot of photos of them just doing things. And I think that's pretty fantastic that we get a bit of life, especially in space where there is no life per se. And yeah, space is neat. Space and really deep underwater are both very cool things. I watched a YouTube video not that long ago about the farthest we've put a submersible underwater and the things we found there. And once you get to a certain depth, how hard it is to actually, the chance of us coming across something that's alive down there, down that deep. And things we found are weird looking and amazing, and they're on this planet, right? And you know, we shine light at it and everything so we can get video. But I forget what it is, but it's essentially a random chance now. The lower down we go, that we actually find more life down there, because we're betting that we're in a specific spot at a specific time when a thing just happens to come by. Big sky ocean theory, yeah. And that, according to this video, that's one of the reasons why it took so long to show a living giant squid, because as far as we knew, giant squid were just in whale bellies, and like, are these extinct now? And no, they're still alive. But again, it was a submersible thing happened to be in the right place, and that happened. The giant squid happened to swim by, and you know. We don't really have migration patterns for all these things, and we can't predict what's down that far or where it might be. And yeah, so I'm real happy with that there's space stuff, because needs something worth celebrating, and right now space stuff is worth celebrating. Because it's still rather amazing that we can put people in a capsule, strap some fuel around them, launch it, and they can go into, off the planet. Just, and during the launch, the people explaining what was going on at all the different stages we were hearing about did a pretty good job. And they sounded excited for what was going on too. There was some passion there. It wasn't all just kind of straight facts without any real, like, no, this is cool. Okay, this is what's happening, and we got to, you kind of felt that okay, we're this close to launch, and things going on there. So they did a pretty good job of making sure we knew what was going on. Mission control isn't as impressive as it used to be, right? Let's see here. Just gotta check a thing real quick. Okay, gotta. All right, gotta double check a thing in a minute. All right, it is break time. So, if you want to talk about things you like about space, go for it. We can talk about it after we come back. Or anything about TTRPG production or the charity game. If you have any questions, put them in chat. Gonna take a 5-minute break. I think my countdown timer isn't working, but be about 5 minutes. Gonna run some ads to keep pre rolls away and be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking through the break. We were talking about the charity game, and then we get into the Artemis 2 mission. Raised $940 for Take This on Saturday, and that also put the charity total for this channel at $5,000, according to Tiltify. So yay! And let's see, put this window down. Rest of the week should be the regular schedule. So tomorrow and Thursday, video games. Wednesday, craft day. Friday, tech Friday. As usual. Which we may talk a little more about space on Tech Friday. And what going on with the Artemis 2. Kind of some of, find some of the tech that's in the Artemis 2 type of thing. That might be fun. So hope you're all doing well. I know it's Monday, start of the week. Thank you for taking the time to be here. Really appreciate it. And let's see what else. Yeah. Oh, the Artemis 2 thing. Clearly, one of the funniest things to happen was that they had a problem with Outlook. That was. I know it was frustrating, but probably for them, but it was also pretty funny for for us. Let's see. Anything? Also a problem with the toilet? Yeah, they had it. They had a problem with the toilet too, but those were all resolved, thankfully. Let's see here. Just flipping through some articles real quick. Can't wait to get into space and be free of Outlook. Bad news, Captain. We have double Outlook. All right, and let's see. I am. Oh yeah, gonna post the link to the charity stream once again because I have a slightly edited version of it up on my YouTube. You want to see it? Get shareable link. Okay, there's the slightly edited version of the charity stream. Somehow Excel hitched a ride, right? Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, welcome on in. Good time zone. Good to see ya. We're just so reflecting on the charity stream, and then we're talking about Artemis 2 space stuff. So, any thoughts on any of that? By all means, put them in chat. All right. And sorry, I gotta see if I need to take care of a text real quick. Apologies. Okay. I can wait on that. Yay. I still have a Cadbury caramel egg left. Because, yeah, I bought Easter candy. That's good stuff. All right, let's see what else. Is going on? Okay. All right. So, I think I'm going to wrap up today here, and let's go right into NASA, because they're doing cool things. But if you do have any questions, we got a couple minutes left. Put them in chat. Any other thoughts? Hit me up on Blue Sky. All my stuff is here. And so let's go look at moon things. But don't moon the moon, I suppose. Yeah, if you do have any more questions on it, just let me know. I mean, I'm here all week, right? All right. Oh, that's not the buttons I wanted to hit. Don't moon the moon, but DC, I'm a druid. It's my right, right? Okay, so let's go watch some moon stuff, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, or same DC time, same DC channel. Whatever you're comfortable with. All right, I'll see you all later. Bye.